Hello and welcome to the dressing room debrief. And after our 2-0 defeat in the first league game of the season against Manchester City, we did bounce back yesterday with our first win of the season against Servette in the first leg of the Europa Conference League playoff, winning 2-0. Now, after a bright start, we had a chance to go 1-0 up, which we should have probably done with Mark Guéhi. But then after that, I thought there was no intensity, no closing down or moving the ball quick enough. It was quite laboured. I thought the performance was like a pre-season friendly. You could see that the team that had a lot of changes from Maresca. You could see that a lot of the players had never played with each other before, and it's going to take a lot of bedding in, a long time to get used to each other because I don't think the ideas are quite there yet. It was quite slow. And yeah, it was quite frustrating at times. I thought after a good start, there was not that intensity that we needed. Servette were winning a lot of the second balls. They were, had a lot more chances, I thought, than us and looked more up for it. You could tell that they'd been playing with each other for a lot longer than we have. But I think over time that should hopefully improve. The pressing should become the ball. Retention with a bit more speed should come. But yeah, we might have to have a bit more patience this season because that's just got to come. Otherwise, I think that, like I've said before, possession football, I personally find quite boring. But if it's used the right way with a cutting edge, then it can be quite entertaining and quite good. I think you can tell that we really need number nine because some of the chances we did create we've got to finish. I mean, credit to Mark Gay, he closed down the keeper, he worked hard, but then that open goal, you've got to be scoring that, I'm afraid. Like those chances you can't keep missing, and that's been our Achilles heel for the last however many years, going back to the Abramovich era. I thought Gay, he played quite well, but you can tell he's young and raw because obviously he does so many things well, but the finishing is just, not quite there. The penalty was well worked. It was a great build up within Cuckoo, getting onto the end of it. The keeper probably shouldn't have, rushed out. She probably should have shimmied him because Cuckoo wasn't going anywhere. But yeah, we got a lucky break there. And then from there on, really, I think, we looked in control without actually doing much. I thought when Enzo came on, he played a nice ball to Noni, and Noni for me is one of the bright spots of the preseason so far. I thought he was unlucky not to play against Man City. I thought he was lucky not to start here. He's one of our more exciting players. He's direct, and he actually runs at people and wants to take people on. So yeah, it was a great goal for the second goal to give us a bit of a cushion going to Switzerland next week. Great ball from Menzo again, great finish from Noni. And yeah, I would probably like to have got one more goal, just because having seen the end of that game, I think Servette were unlucky not to score. We got a bit sloppy in the last 10 minutes, which we probably need to tighten up a bit. I don't know if that's fitness or, just lack of concentration, but Servette had several good chances to pull one back. So yeah, I would have liked to have another goal just to have a bit of a cushion going into the next leg. But apart from that, early game of the season, you can't complain too much. I know it wasn't the best performance. And yeah, I just hope that on the training ground they're working more towards a pressing because I feel like having watched it, there's just one player going to the ball, and instead of a whole team pressing, the opposition gets out of it too easily. But yeah, hopefully on Sunday you'd see a bit more of that with a more settled team against Wolves, looking for our first Premier League win of the season.